Easter, guys! I'm so glad that you're here and watching. I hope that you had a great Easter day and are having a great Easter day with your friends and family, whoever you're celebrating with. Easter is a great celebration of what we're about to talk about today. Last Sunday, we talked about Palm Sunday and how Jesus, the King, came into Jerusalem and they laid palm branches down. The sad news is that a lot went on between last Sunday and this Sunday. A lot. Jesus and his disciples had their Last Supper together. They prayed together in a garden. Then they denied Jesus. And Jesus was crucified on a cross. And crucified means that he died. But not only did he get crucified on the cross, they laid him in a tomb. But that's what we're celebrating today, because that tomb that they found was empty. And Jesus wasn't there anymore. But I want to know, and you might want to know, well, what's a tomb? We don't have tombs here in Cochran, Georgia. We don't have tombs in anywhere that I know of. So what is a tomb? I want you and your parents to discuss what a tomb is, and I want you to tell them what you think a tomb is. I'm just going to sit here and wait for you. Ready, set, go. Ooh. Did you do it? Are you done? Did you talk about the tomb? Well, what is a tomb? Can I tell you what I think a tomb is? And then we'll see if you and I were right. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here we go. A tomb is like what we usually call a grave. Now, what is a grave? It's where they bury a person's body after he or she dies. A tomb is usually carved out in place in the side of a hill and then often roll a stone in front of it to close it. So unlike what we do with graves, we dig in the ground and we put our bodies in the ground when we die. This was on a hill, okay? And they put a stone over it to roll that stone away. Tombs can be open and closed by rolling a stone away and putting it back. The stone in front of the tombs are very heavy, and they are hard to roll away. I'm not that strong, so I don't think I could roll away the stone. But the stone was rolled away on Jesus' tomb. And let's talk about that now. Often when people die, their friends and family go and visit the grave. They take flowers, they go and pray, they weep or cry because they're sad because they miss their family members who have passed away or their friends who have passed away. And so they go and visit. Jesus had friends and family who missed him. On the Sunday after he died, some women who were friends and family members came to visit Jesus' tomb. They came early in the morning, just after the sun was up. Do you wake up before the sun's up? My girls do it in my house. And so you probably have seen the sun rise sometimes. Well, that's how early they went. They went really early. When they arrived, they found that the tomb was empty. Jesus' body wasn't there anymore. It was empty. The stone had been rolled away. Remember, we just talked about how strong you had to be to roll that stone away. What in the world was happening? They were surprised. They were expected to find Jesus' body there, but they didn't. But where was he? It wasn't there. They didn't know. A woman named Mary Magdalene stood in front of the tomb. She was crying. Why do you think she was crying? Why do you think she was crying? Was she upset? Was she missing? First, Jesus has died, and she cried about Jesus' dying. But now his body was missing? I would be crying too. She looked again in the tomb. This time she saw 2 angels sitting there where Jesus had been. The angels asked for her, "Woman, why are you crying?" "They have taken my Lord away, and I don't know where they put him," she said. Then Mary Magdalene turned around and saw Jesus standing there. She didn't recognize him at first. She thought he was a gardener. "Woman," he said, "why are you crying?" he asked her. Thinking that he was a gardener, she said, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you put him, and I will get him." Then Jesus said to her, "Mary," because he knows everyone's names. "Mary?" And then she recognized him. She knew it was Jesus. I would be so shocked if I saw Jesus standing there when he was supposed to be in the tomb. Jesus, though, was alive. Mary Magdalene ran and told the disciples, "I have seen the Lord." Later that day, the disciples saw Jesus too. But 40 days later, Jesus went up to heaven to be with his Father. Jesus, though, is alive today and forever. And that's the story that he wants you to tell everybody. He wants you to tell everybody the good news about how Jesus is alive. And Jesus loves you and me. He wants the best for us, and he loves that we love him. This Easter, take time to talk about how important this is with your parents, that Jesus' grave, the tomb, was empty, and that he reigns forever and ever for you and for me. I hope that y'all have a blessed Easter and that you are loving being at home with your friends and families, and that you are loving on Jesus every day. Y'all have a great rest of the Easter Sunday. May God bless you. We'll see you soon. Bye.